You gotta treat it as poison. When you're watching that shit, you know what I'm talking about. You need to treat it like it's literal poison to you. That's what I've done, and that's what's worked. That's the only thing that's worked to stop me from watching. You know what I'm talking about. You need to think of it like an addiction, just like vaping, just like fucking smoking. You know every time you smoke or every time you vape, you're doing literal damage to your lungs. Why can't you think of corn in that way that is literally damaging your brain every time you watch it? The thing is with this addiction is that the effects don't come right away. Only after 5-10 years of watching it all the time, you realize your brain is cooked, your appearance is cooked. It doesn't show. It really doesn't show for many years. That's the problem with it. But if you can tell yourself that every time you smoke, every time you vape, it's obviously not good for you. If you can tell yourself that every time you watch this stuff, it's straight up just damaging your brain, you can finally change your perspective on it, change your view on it, and realize that it's actually bad for you. You might know that, yeah, sure, it's bad for you, but you're thinking like, oh, I guess once in a while it's not that bad. You need to think of it as a literal drug that is harming you every time you look at it. And every time you go look at it, you should be thinking, this is so bad for me. I need to click off now. This is genuinely just harming my brain. You need to think of it like that. I've been able to resist smoking my whole life. I'm gonna be honest with you, some classmates of mine have literally handed me a vape more than once and just tell me, dude, you gotta try it, bro. You gotta hit it. It's so nice. And each time I told him no, because I knew it's terrible for me. I knew if I was to do it, 1, I would get addicted. 2, I'm just harming my lungs. So why can't you do the same with watching corn? Why can't you just think, if I watch it, I'll get addicted, and it's harming my brain? If you just think like that, instead of having to use your whole willpower just to stop yourself from clicking onto a video, you can instead just think of it like it's an actual drug, an actual poison that will kill you, because it honestly will kill your brain, just like how smoking kills your lungs. I've been able to stay away from drugs my whole life. Why can't I stay away from this drug that's on my computer? It doesn't make sense, right? And once you change this perspective, like gooning, beating it, totally you can leave that up to willpower. Like, I think that jacking off, yeah, you can beat it with pure willpower. But when it comes to the real source of the problem, which is watching these videos, that's what gets you to beat it in the first place anyway. You won't just want to beat it out of nowhere. The real source of the problem is the videos. And if you can treat that shit like it's total poison for you, if you break that agreement in your brain and you replace it with the agreement where you think, dude, this is just straight killing me. This is literally killing me. This is the worst thing I could do for my brain. Then your whole perspective changes. Sure, you might still be very lustful. You might still think weird thoughts, but you know what? That's just life. You're going through puberty, you're a teenager. Or maybe you're not, but come on. Hormones are a thing. Thoughts are a thing. You can't. It's just how it is. But what you can control is to stop yourself from taking this drug, from taking this poison, because you know in the long run it's gonna kill you. And honestly, this is the only advice that has actually worked. This is the only advice that has gotten me to, actually stop watching this stuff. Because now I actually know it's honestly, literally just a vape, but for your brain. That's the easiest way to explain it. I'm gonna link a video in the description below by a guy called like Polly Walnuts. That guy's video, it actually got me out the loop, man. I watched it once, I didn't really get it. I watched it a second time, and I'm like, shit, he's kind of right. And just by changing your views on things, just by changing your perspective and changing your agreements, the agreements that you've made your entire life, the agreement that you need this drug to survive, the agreement that it's not that bad for you, agreements like it doesn't hurt to watch once in a while. Just by breaking these and replacing it with agreements like this is a drug, agreements like watching this for even a bit will harm me, just by changing it and changing your perspective on these things and on these issues, you will break past it. It's all in your head. You just need to think and look at it differently. And once you look at it differently, you'll realize how stupid you were before. You just need another perspective and another viewpoint.